Hello, this is Emanuel Chatman. I'm with the AgentOwned Realty. I'm going to go over the home buying process with you today. Just a brief overview. We'll go through this pretty quickly because I don't want to take up a lot of your time. But if you stay with me until the end, I will show you how you can receive a $500 rebate when you purchase a home using me or one of my partners as your agent. All right, so just to give you a little bit of information about me, I have been licensed since 2003. I've been with the same company since 2003, which is the Agent-Owned Realty. I'm very passionate about helping people, and I believe in the golden rule. My business is built on dedication, communication, determination, trust, and the golden rule. Always treat others the way you want to be treated. I graduated from the College of Charleston with a BS degree in business administration and a minor in accounting. I am married to my beautiful wife, Natasha Chatman, since October 2004, and we have two awesome sons, Emanuel and Gabriel. So I want to talk a little bit about the agency disclosure. The agency disclosure in South Carolina, we're required to go over an explanation of the agency relationship. So real estate agents can only work through brokers in charge of a real estate firm. Any agreement you sign for buyer representation will be between you and the company, not you and the realtor. When purchasing a home, you have the right to decide if you want to be a customer or a client. Now, as a customer, you should not expect the realtor or his firm to act as your agent or promote your best interest in the transaction. Now, clients, they receive a higher level of service, more services than customers, and the realtor and the real estate firm will act as your agent and promote your best interest when you are a client. So you always want to make sure that you are a client in the real estate transaction. Real estate brokerage firms may also offer transaction brokerage, which means they provide a customer level service to a buyer, seller, or both in the transaction. They may facilitate a transaction without representing either party. Now, you can become a client by entering into a written agency agreement for representation. Now, there are different types of agencies that exist. Single agency exists when the real estate firm represents one party in the real estate transaction, either the buyer or the seller. Dual agency exists when the real estate firm represents both the buyer and the seller in the transaction. Now, in a disclosed dual agency, the firm's duties are limited because the buyer and seller have recognized conflicts of interest. In designated agency, the broker in charge may designate individual associated realtor to act solely on behalf of each client. As a real estate consumer in South Carolina, it is your choice as to the type and nature of service you would like to receive. Now, if you don't understand all of this stuff, that is fine. I will go over it later in more details. So when you're looking to purchase a house, one of the things that you're going to have to do is determine your priorities and your needs. So it's good to go ahead and start thinking about these things, such as how many bedrooms and bathrooms do you require in your new home? What type of home would you like to purchase? Do you want to do a condo, townhouse, single family detached, etc.? Are there any special requirements that you have for your new home, such as the type of exterior you want? Do you want wood, brick, vinyl siding? Do you have to have a fireplace? Floor plan? Do you like open floor plans? Fence yard, etc. The list goes on and on. Do you need to be in a certain school district? That's very important to consider. I mean, you might have school kids who are currently in school, and you might want to keep them in those schools, or you just might want them to be in a certain school district. Are there any neighborhoods or subdivisions in particular that you're interested in? Because we can do property searches based on the neighborhoods that you are interested in. How soon do you need to be settled in your new home? Okay, the next step, obtaining financing. Now, prior to looking at houses, it is very important to get pre-approved. Getting pre-approved, that'll let you know how much you can afford, the type of payment that you're going to receive on that price amount, and you want to make sure that you're comfortable with that amount. So in order to do that, you're going to complete the pre-approval application. The mortgage consultant will discuss different loan options with you, interest rates, and down payment requirements. You're going to determine what price range is best for you, provide you with an estimated cost of obtaining and other services relating to purchasing your home. It's going to provide you with an estimate of how much your monthly mortgage payment will be and provide you with a pre-approval letter, which must be provided anytime we submit offers. Be prepared to provide documentation. They will get in your business, so make sure you go ahead and start putting your documentation aside, such as your bank statements, W-2 forms, paycheck stubs, tax returns, etc. Now, finding the right home. The realtor will show you properties based on your criteria. So once we have your criteria, we will input that criteria into the multiple listing services, which we call the MLS, and we'll conduct a search, print property information sheets, save your searches, and the MLS system will continue to automatically do searches and email you based on that criteria. Now, once we go look at houses, we're going to evaluate the property. And the reason I say evaluate, because you want to do more than just look at the house. You want to do a visual inspection. You want to take a look at the ceilings, see if you see any water stains, the heat and air system for the age and condition, and any other major components of the home. And then you're going to choose the home that is right for you and your family. So once you have selected a home that you absolutely love, we're going to prepare an offer. Now, in preparing an offer, we're going to review the comparable sales to determine an offer price. We're going to review the seller's property disclosure statement, review the progress of the loan pre-approval, and decide on the financing you're going to go with. We're going to complete the agreement to buy and sell real estate with your realtor. We're going to decide on other terms such as inspections, possession date, personal property, and you're also going to be required to prepare an earnest money deposit. Earnest money is an initial deposit that you put down to show that you are serious about purchasing the home. All right, in reaching an agreement with the seller, your offer will be presented. Negotiation of the terms and possible counter offers may take place at that time. Anything in that offer is negotiable. So we'll submit the offer. The seller can do one of three things. They can accept it, they can reject it, or they can send over a counter offer. So the time period that we go back and forth is called a negotiating period. Now, once the buyer and the seller agree on all of the terms, we have what we consider a ratified contract. All right, so once we have the ratified contract, we're going to complete the settlement process. That entails depositing the earnest money. So the earnest money will be deposited, but you will receive a credit for it when you close on the property. We're going to remove any remaining contingencies in the contract. Now, three of the most common contingencies that will be in a contract will be contingent on you getting the final approval on your financing, will be contingent on the house appraising for at least the amount that you're purchasing it for, and also contingent on a satisfactory home inspection. All right, so you're going to have the home inspected, which is very, very important that you have the home inspected. The inspector will go through the home with a fine-tooth comb, and any issues that may arise, they will report it to you. And at that point, it's up to you to review the report, and if there are issues that need to be addressed, we can submit a repair request addendum to the seller for them to make certain repairs on the property. You're going to obtain hazardous insurance. Just like you have insurance on your car, you do need to get insurance for your house. Arrange for a home warranty. Home warranties, and I'll go over that with you in more detail later as well, but home warranties are available for you to purchase. A lot of times the seller will provide the buyer with the home warranty as well. You're going to arrange for movers, arrange for utilities and other services. We're going to do a final walk through the property. A lot of times when we're looking at the houses, there are times when the owners are still living in the home. So before we close on the property, we want to do a final walkthrough of the property to make sure that we're satisfied with the condition before you sign those documents. You're going to provide the balance of your down payment and closing costs at the closing. At closing, be prepared to sign a bunch of documents. So you will be signing a lot of documentation. The closing attorney will give you a brief overview of what you're about to sign. You sign your documentation, receive your keys, and move in. And that in a nutshell, is the home buying process. So what's the next step, you ask? I'm glad you asked. The next step is to get pre-qualified. Now, you should see a button below this video that states click here to get started. Click that button to get started. This will take you to an online application that should only take a few minutes to complete. Our mortgage consultants are very professional, knowledgeable, and will work hard to get you the best possible financing to purchase a home. They are very familiar with first-time home buyer programs, grants, 100% financing options, and much more. Do not be afraid to take this very important step. And I tell you that because so many people get to this point and they're afraid of rejection. Do not be afraid of rejection. Everybody won't get pre-qualified, but it doesn't matter. If you don't get pre-qualified from the start, we will hold your hand and guide you through the process until we get you into a home. But you have to take that first step to find out where you are, whether you are able to get pre-approved up front or if you need to do a little bit of work. And if so, we also offer credit repair service. So we have the bases covered for you. All right, as promised, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this presentation. When you purchase a home using me or one of my partners as your realtor, you will receive a check for $500 after closing. Just like that. Just a way for us to say thank you for using our service. We appreciate you. So what I want you to do now is please send me a text with the comment $500, your name, and your email address. My phone number is 843-532-8046. If you prefer to call me and give me that information, that's fine too. If I don't answer, leave it on my voicemail. But once I receive that information, I will email you this home buyer rebate certificate. I'll also send you a copy of this presentation. That way you can go through it at your leisure as well. But once again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please reach out to me. You can call me, text me, or email me, or you can reach me on Facebook as well. Again, my name is Emanuel Chatman, and I look forward so much to working with you.